Alright, the Cold War Alpha has ended, and needless to say, I'm happy. If you can't tell, that's a mix between disappointed and happy. Now, I am sick. You can definitely hear me. I'm sick as hell. It's not COVID though, I hope. Well, the alpha's ended, and I have to say a lot of things about it, and I liked some and I didn't. First of all, this is nitpicky, and I don't know if you've ever realized this, but when you choose an operator, usually let's take Modern Warfare, you choose an operator for the Coalition and one for the Allegiance. When you're placed on the Allegiance team, you use your Allegiance operator. When you're placed on the Coalition, you use your Coalition operator. Simple as that. In Cold War, you choose one operator for everything. So you could choose Sims, who's Mac V, to work for the KGB or Spetsnaz. And, yeah, that's just weird. I hope they really change that quickly. I know I got into the negative straight away, but this is one of the things that has been bothering me the whole alpha. Since it started, I was asking myself, why am I playing Adler on the Russian team? Why are both teams filled with goddamn Adler? You know, you either see Adler or Adler. That's it. And I guess they're gonna change that, but it's been annoying me a lot. Second thing, I actually like the maps. Yes, even Miami, even though people are calling it Piccadilly of Call of Duty Cold War. I actually really like the maps. The only one I didn't like was Crossroads. I feel that's too open, and the snipers get to pick you off a lot. The thing is, right, I'm fine with Satellite. Actually, Satellite is my favorite map, but you can take cover behind the dunes. On Crossroad, it's just, you can't. I really dislike Crossroads. And Miami is sometimes pretty shit too. But on some game modes it's actually fun, and I like its style, you know? It's definitely got style. I mean, the reason Crossroads is really bad is because of the snipers, which I have to get onto right now, are really OP. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't want snipers to be really just pushed into the ground like Modern Warfare. Even though I dislike sniping, I really hate sniping. I can't do it. I might be just trash at the game, but I can barely snipe, and that's just me. But I don't really want people who can snipe to just suffer because the game is pushing more towards, you know, a run and gun feel. And while I really don't like sniping, and I would much prefer a more run and gun feel, what they've done to the snipers in here is actually horrendous. I haven't used the sniper for the alpha, unfortunately. I was a dumbass. I'll probably use it for the beta since I've pre-ordered it a long time ago, but I really dislike it. You'd rather use a sniper rifle at close range than an SMG. I mean, we've already seen people quick scoping and using sniper as a shotgun, but this is different. You can literally run and gun with it, worse than quick scoping. Shoot people across the map, and if you hip fire, you're bound to not miss your target. No, ladies and gentlemen, not bound to miss your target, bound to not miss your target. Also, the gunplay left a lot to be desired. In Modern Warfare, the attachments make the gun, but I feel like in this game you can put anything on your gun and nothing can ruin it. I think the best attachment is extended fast mag, but nothing. You can't ruin the gun. But the core feel of the maps and, you know, running about with a gun is fine. I like the shooting too. I don't really like the time to kill, honestly. I could just, I'm probably gonna adapt to it. I don't really like the time to kill. The weapons have to do a bit more damage, and the snipers definitely have to get nerfed. Like, I feel like sometimes the gunplay is a bit. Sometimes it's really good and sometimes it isn't. Like, the Type 63, 62, I don't know what the hell it is. Type 69. This gun sounds amazing, it plays amazing, it just feels good. The MP5, same with the MP5, you can, like, do the Heckler and Co. slap. I just slapped something. And it's a really good feeling gun. So is the AK-74U, but the AK-74U just feels, it sounds weak. The Commando, or the XM4, it's an okay gun, actually. It's kind of like the Kilo to the M4 of Modern Warfare, if you get my analogy. It's not the best. M16 is okay, but like the AK-47, it's a fine gun, don't get me wrong. It's just pretty boring to use, you know. M16, I actually love the hell out of the M16, but I don't know. It has to have a little bit of a workaround. I think its rate of fire is a bit too fast, and its damage is too low. So maybe if you slow down that rate of fire, or actually put in a burst delay, because there's virtually no burst delay. Yeah, keep the rate of fire the same, just put in a burst delay, and you'd be golden if you up the damage. I haven't played with roll guns, keep that in mind. I have not actually touched the LMGs. The Spaz 12 feels a bit OP. It sounds really weak, but it's actually kind of OP, and I think the way to tune the Spaz 12 would be to tune its rate of fire. But that's it for the weapons. I just think Gunsmith really needs to change. I think Gunsmith is the greatest part of Modern Warfare, plus the gunplay. And in here, the here we go. The Gunsmith is just boring, honestly. You just put an agency suppressor, extended mags, with like fast reload, and maybe a stock. The wild cards were promised to really change up the game. I found them kind of boring, except the multiple perks one. That one was pretty fun. Multiple attachment one, again, I've talked about the attachments. You don't really need multiple attachments to make your gun good. In this game, it's really just the guns are killing. Another thing I would like to talk about is just I really like and dislike the kill streak system. I think it's a great idea. Okay. I've been sick and tired of kill streaks. Now, they were great in Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, all that stuff. In Modern Warfare 3, they were point streaks. And if I had to choose, I'd get point streaks. Now, the reason I dislike kill streaks is because they incentivize camping in a way. Now, don't get me wrong, a camper's never gonna get onto a chopper gunner because a camper's usually a bad player, but kill streaks reward good lives, not good gameplay. You could get amazing objective gameplay, but get killed 1,000 times, and also get a lot of kills, but you won't get rewarded for that. Now, the kill streak system in this game doesn't reset when you die, but when you get a kill streak, let's say you're not dying and you keep getting a kill streak, every kill has a score multiplier. Now, it's a point streak, so you get points to build up to that streak from actually playing the objective, which I love. I don't usually like point streaks because they take too long to get, and what you would do, the work you would put in to get a normal kill streak is usually not shadowed well in the way of a point streak. Like, for a UAV, you'd usually get 4 kills, but it takes a lot longer to get a UAV if you're on a point streak. Meaning that games like Team Deathmatch will be harder to, gain streaks on. I love the new system where you don't die after you have a streak. It really incentivizes pushing, and I've seen a lot more attacking from people. We've gone back to like Modern Warfare 2, sprinting around with a new MP45 days, or sprinting around with some interventions, which I'm really fine with. If every COD game was like this, I'd love it. The killstreak system is really good. One problem, and jeez, one problem, and the first problem I have is that the killstreak multiplier only applies to people you've killed. If you kill one person, you get two people, you get a 2 times multiplier. So when you kill the next person, your score is multiplied. But that just means you want to go on longer kill streaks, because if you get your score multiplier and then capture an objective, that's not going to do any good for you. It's just going to be the same thing. So it doesn't incentivize you to have good gameplay. Again, it incentivizes you to have good lives, which is pretty dumb in my opinion, but I guess it's a better system. I enjoy it. For the most part, I think it's pretty smart. The cooldown is pretty smart too, because it takes a lot longer to get your streaks. I know the worst part of Modern Warfare is getting a veto and then getting one more kill and not being able to build up to the next UAV. And I guess that's the same for a lot of COD games. I think that's one of the most annoying things. So I enjoy that, but then one of the main problems with this is you need a oh my god, you need a hell load of score to get onto one of these kill streaks, and it takes so long. I have got one chopper gunner. I'm sorry, dudes. I honestly almost got close to one, but I can never get another one because you need so much score. And also, something I'm gonna talk about later also plays into this. I think you can guess. It starts with skill. Yeah, I think you can guess. It takes so much goddamn score to get it. The multipliers only work for when you get streaks, so they only multiply when you get a kill, so you need to go on long kill streaks, and if you play OBJ, then you're screwed because it won't multiply your score. If the multipliers were also applied to objectives, the game would play a lot better in my opinion, and it would be way smarter and way easier to play. I mean, the kill streaks you're guaranteed to get if you have a match where, you don't go on long ass kill streaks. Maybe you get 4 or 5. Is I mean, anything from RCXD to like I forgot what the free VTOL jets. Air Patrol. Yeah, you're only guaranteed to get that, to be fair, which is pretty crap. I dislike that. In the chopper gunner, I got late game. It was on satellite, so I'm pretty happy because it looked like the trailers. And I think the killstreak system needs an immediate workaround. It has a lot of problems. Also, I've realized, or I think that this might be just me, but does this game look graphically more shitty than Modern Warfare? Like, I can get up close to my TV screen in Modern Warfare, and I won't see 1 pixel. It would just be crispy, clean, whatever. But I get up to close to this one, and it just looks shitty. I don't know. That might just be me. It's not too bad. I think I was just up close. Honestly, if I'm further away from my TV, it looks probably a bit better than Modern Warfare. Not The Last of Us 2 levels by any means, or Ghost of Tsushima, but it's a serviceable game and it looks quite good. They look like human beings. Who am I kidding? This isn't serviceable. This isn't this is graphically really good. So yeah, I think positives, maps, and guns, but there are a lot of negatives. Last thing I want to talk about, and this is tied to the kill streaks. Skill-based matchmaking. you could have thought, this is an alpha, right? Anyone can download this. Anyone can play this. This is just meant to be a bit of fun on a weekend, and Treyarch can test their stuff. The skill-based matchmaking is worse than in Modern Warfare. I'm not shitting you. The first matches I played, I was having a pretty bad time on Modern Warfare with skill-based matchmaking when this game came out, and I went on and this is because it's tied to your Activision account. And I went on this game, right? And I did a stream. Thank God nobody tuned in for that, because my first games were disastrous. I couldn't get kills or anything. And that's because my skill-based matchmaking was putting me with the highest players right then and there. And after I got my chopper gunner, skill-based matchmaking rose and rose and rose and rose. Now, I could still get napalm strikes. I think the highest streak I got was support helicopter, but it just wasn't the same, man. It just didn't feel the same. There was a lot more one-shot snipers, all that stuff. And it's really apparent, especially on the ground war maps, because I see people with a 7-0 KD. Okay, not really, but they're on a 7 kill streak on crossroads, just sitting with a sniper or with a tank, and it's really boring. SBMM has also been trending on Twitter, probably because of how high it is in this game. It's really crap, and this is just an alpha. Remember? Like, Modern Warfare is a finished game. It's been there for months, and people have reverse boosted. But there's actual people reverse boosting on an alpha. Do you understand how crappy that is? If they don't remove SBMM for the beta, where we're gonna be playing against PC Master Race, then we're screwed. Also, one thing I felt throughout this whole, like, alpha was, I'm getting quite bored of just using the same guns with all the same attachments, because, you know, in Modern Warfare you have different attachments. You don't always have to use a long barrel. You don't always have to use extended mags. But in here, you just always use the same attachments. There's no difference. And one thing I really felt like was, damn, I wish in the beta they don't just give us these free maps and they give us, Jesus Christ, and they give us zombies in campaign. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. I'm sick. Please like and subscribe.